Hello and welcome to the Advocacy Life blog and podcast network. I am your host, Mr. Kevin Nunez. I am thrilled you chose to spend a few minutes with me. I am the host of the Purposely Broken World. This program is designed to raise more questions than answers. Did you know that 1 in 4 Americans are diagnosed with some form of developmental disability? That makes me your new disability buddy. I created this program to make you think, laugh, love about society, culture, and faith. Things that all interact with each other on an everyday basis. If you want a fresh take on life, then enjoy the ride and see you soon. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the second episode for the Purposely Broken World for the month of November. We have a very special guest today, Mr. Cortez Range. Cortez, tell people all about yourself and why you're an amazing advocate.
I don't think I'm an amazing advocate. I was talking with my therapist. I do have my fears. I think that it's not that I think I'm. Oh, it's not that I think that I'm amazing in a way to speak for all uh, African people or disabled people. For me, I have a different outlook on
Yeah, I think it's all about outlook and experience. What got you started in advocacy?
getting my ass whooped and suffering consequences, getting in trouble, getting drunk all the time. Um, Pretty much being raised with rules, but not understanding those rules. And while other people was, graduating, going to college, doing all of that, in my 20s, I was a recluse. I was a madman on the streets. And for me, almost killing someone because when I was young, getting your ass whooped was a rite of passage. And for me, why I'm passionate about it, because I don't want to see another kid die on the street or
I
another mother cry.
I fully understand. I'm Puerto Rican, so I understand the ass the ass whooping aspect of life. Um, put it that way.
Yeah,
Um,
one good one.
yeah. So, what are your goals as an advocate and as a warrior for people with disabilities?
To shock people and wake people the fuck up and stop babying people and make people accountable for their own actions. Either the disabled person or the person that's providing help.
Mm,
I'm tired of seeing I'm tired of seeing disabled people put in a situation where they don't know about sex, they don't know about their rights, they don't know about nothing about the outside world. They only know what is built for them or what's created for them. They don't experience what me and my boys did. Half of them don't even experience getting drunk and doing stupid fucking things. Half of them don't experience life where life is not fixated on, okay, you're disabled. We're going to get all these handouts and everything like that. We're going to make the way so easy for you.
very interesting. Very interesting. What would you say to parents of disabled youth that need to let their child grow into their own person, but at the same time protect them from negative influences and negative stereotypes?
I think we got to find what stereotypes is negative. Because my grandmother said me hanging around with the boys that was doing drugs and smoking was negative. So we gotta understand what is negative. And a lot of times, the thing that I think and I ponder about all the time, is that when it comes to disabled people, we almost treat them as though they little kids. They can't experience nothing. Someone teases them, someone calls them retarded, right away. He's toxic. Don't listen to them, baby. You special. No, you're not special. Everyone can be an asshole, despite your own disability. What
That's
you have to learn is be more tougher than the world is going to challenge you for.
that's very true. So often people with disabilities are are hidden away by their own circumstance. How do we break people with disabilities out of their own bubbles and their own boxes so they can experience the world and make a good mark on society?
I think that it's up to you what you want a good mark to be.
Mm,
Not everybody gonna like my black ass. Not everyone gonna like what I say as a man.
mm.
And I gotta be comfortable enough to stand on my own and rely on the people that love me and that cares for me. But at the same time, understand the principles that I came in with. I didn't come in this game to make friends. I came in this game to make change. And at the same time, I enjoy, and big dogs up to you. I really appreciate you giving me this opportunity. And also, I appreciate you liking my voice in this space and showing up to what I was presenting. I appreciate that, man.
I think in general, we need to give more platforms to individuals with disabilities so they can, shine and share their stories. What are some of the systemic changes you want to see in the world in the next couple of years?
I say 3 points: learn knowledge and not not setting up these dates like, oh, you see disabled people have movie night, or disabled people have a dance night. You know what? Let's take the disability out of it and let's just have a dance night. Okay? You go to a club, you want to hit on a chick. Let's have some coaching about that. Let's have some coaching about sex. Let's have some coaching about education or career. Why can't we have that?
Very well said. So basically, treat them as people and as humans, and not a disabled person.
Yeah, now it's just a plaything.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
for me, when I went to events, I'm like, it's a lot of money around here, but no one gives a fuck about me. Everybody cares about who's on the stadium, who's getting clapped, who's getting cheers, who's getting all this. Oh, you so beautiful. Oh, you did so much good work. That's so fucking phony.
Yeah, inspiration porn
Pretty
is
much.
is a real thing. How do you think people with disabilities can come together to make impact in the world? Because so often one person tries, but one person is not enough. So how do you help people come together to make change?
I think that we gotta break each other's bubble. I think that sometimes for me, wanting not so bad to be disabled. And it's not from you because you are aspiring. You put this shit together. You are amazing. But for me, growing up as an African man, disabled means no pussy, none of that, no family, no career. But I have met, and I'm so blessed. I met wonderful people that broke that stigma. And we gotta talk real instead of about fantasies and this. We want to make this child better. No, we gotta build this child ego first to dream better. You gotta start from the ground, not from I'm in the living room. That's how you don't build a house. You build a house from the ground up.
Mm. What are some of your personal career goals and life aspirations?
Well, I mean, I am a person when it comes to my sex life and my dreams about the future, about my own life. I wish, for me, I want to do public speaking. I love that. still be in the MMA world because I love trading anime. It teaches me how to control my emotions. It taught me how to have respect for other people. Um, and also, I mean, still doing the mechanic thing.
I think in general, people with disabilities need to educate themselves and on how to make the world more accessible. But until they don't understand themselves for who they are as people, they cannot improve the world if they don't improve themselves first.
I peep that. And you
Yeah,
doing the hard work already. You mastering. I
yeah,
mean, I've still learned how to handle my financial right.
yeah.
Financial literacy when it comes to disabled people is up there too, and stuff like that. Um, and it's really hard because on one hand we talk about all these goals, but we don't give them the tools. We don't tell them. Sadly, I'll bring Greg as an example, guys. Hey, Greg, say hi to the wonderful people.
Hello,
we
man.
got back up. We got back up.
Hello.
It's
Hi, Greg.
Hey.
like, oh, so, like Greg. When we first met, you know, I was with your brother. Your brother was helping me out, and you stepped on the scene, and now we gotta help this brother pay his bills, read some mail, everything like that. How do you experience it?
How do I experience?
Yeah, like the day-to-day grind of actually supporting a person like me.
Uh, I mean, I wouldn't call it a grind. It's just, I think what you were saying, like, where are the hurdles at, basically, for you?
I say, well, from the other side, because we talk about me, but at the same time, it's a two-part relationship, and I think that's lost. Oh, you're a person, but I'm not going to see you as a person.
Mm-hmm.
You supposed to help me. So get your ass up, go get some mail. Get your ass up, cook me some dinner. It's no manners.
Oh, you're saying for people that have like DSPs and support?
Yeah, it's no manners. And then it's war. It's divide. Oh, I expect you to help my son. He wanna take a trip and he wanna ride on a bus. Ma'am, have you read the schedule? Has he went on a trip by himself? Do he know how to be confident by himself when it comes to reading those stuff?
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I hope that gave you a better picture of what I'm talking about.
Hey, friends, really quickly, I'm so sorry for interrupting the podcast, but I need to tell you how to support the Advocacy Life blog and podcast network. Yes, I have a few contributors, but basically, it's just Jesus and I doing this thing together. So, any donations will be greatly appreciated. You can do PayPal, Cash App, both linked in the bio. I published a book, Confessions from Disability Limbo, linked in the bio as well. Or finally, there is a paid newsletter, $5 a month, for those who want an extra bonus blog every Sunday. One last thing you can do is you can support the podcast directly through a link on the podcast itself and just leave a donation on the podcast itself if you just want to listen to the podcast. That's all I got. All links in the bio. Either way, thanks for your time. This is just value for value. If you like what I do, if you value what I do, then leave me a couple of dollars. If not, there's no obligation whatsoever. Thank you so much for your time. And now back to the show.
I don't think social skills is really taught in a way that, if I want him to do something, you know what? I gotta say, Greg, man, listen, can you take me to the store, man? Uh, and Greg might say, you know what? You gotta go today. You got expenses. You need to watch your budget. Man, nah, I wanna just go to the store. Man, I'm here to help you, but if you keep spending like you're spending, you're gonna lose. And then this is the rough. Then, oh, the parent or the person that's disabled itself comes, oh, he's not doing what I want him to do. Stop asking what you want someone to do. Expect what people agree to on the dotted line. I wouldn't come to Greg and say to him, yo, take me to a strip club. Nah, we can't do that. Now, if he's off clock and we want to do it, and I'm able to say and understand what situation I'm getting myself into, then I'm able to do it. But we can't keep mixing and matching just to solve a problem.
No, I understand that completely. Respect goes both ways for both DSP or caregiver and individual or client. You can't just have it a one way street. It's gotta be both ways. I gotta respect you, you gotta respect me as people. We're coming into a new election season, a new, in January, we're gonna have new elected officials. Let's just say, for
Mm.
the sake of argument, you had a meeting with the new Senator Andy Kim because he's the new New Jersey senator. So
Yeah,
if you could sit down with him and draft one piece of legislation, what would it be?
I say education on training, knowledge, like you said, and basic life hack skills. Because I think that's a big area where it does, even though I'm fully functioning as a able body, it still functionally hits me.
Mm.
The same bill that you need for your day to day living when it comes to people helping you being mobile and being around the house and being able to conduct yourself in a business sense um, is the same bill. I use the same bill when it comes to me using the Uber and getting to work, and that comes out of my budget. What do you think?
That's very well said. I think in general, if I could sit down with him and draft one piece of legislation, it would be to make sure that our Medicaid is protected. Because without those Medicaid dollars, we don't have DSPs. We don't have budgets.
Yeah,
So I think we have to get down the root, and the root causes we need to be able to maintain our benefits and have equal pay, you know, as any other American, to make a living
yeah.
and have the rights we need to live.
But I think that that's kind of hard. And maybe I seem like a Democrat or whatever you want to call me, flunky. Oh, he's a traitor. He don't love disabled people. But I think that's hard because unless we're trying to promote people not just working at Walmart or ShopRite, but actually having a career, it's kind of hard because it's big money there. And
Mhm.
so you need someone that has a big money attitude to process those big things.
That's very, very well said. I think also we need to give folks with disabilities the right tools so they feel comfortable going to college, getting those big money jobs, and not just going to Walmart because it's easy. So we need to give them the right tools to want to seek out the education. Awesome. Let me ask you a question. Would you ever consider running for some kind of local office yourself? Because you're the kind of person we need in office, someone real. So would you ever consider, if you had the tools and the knowledge, would you consider running for office?
Yeah, because I think that even though I'd probably be the laughing joke, it'd be like, here's another crackhead coming through. But I hope your episode people love it because I'm trying to be hilarious, but at the same time, be serious.
Mm.
Um, but
I don't think there's many crackheads running for Congress.
I think it was a couple of years ago. Was you know,
No.
it was a famous one down Baltimore that Trump loves to fucking speak about. Um,
Um,
but I would do it. It's just that it's hard because Well, for me, it's not hard in a way of having that motivation or having that willingness. It's a lot of times that I'm afraid that people use my culture against me or use my past. Use the abuse and also use how I discovered sex. And the big thing that I regret when it comes to me learning sex not the proper way. Because I didn't learn sex by a class or me just doing it. I learned it by experimenting with my cousin. And at the time, it was nothing. And then I got the reality break of what men actually go through today. Oh, you're terrible, you're evil, you're disgusting, you're a pig, you're a rapist. And I'm like, I'm just a little boy, didn't know about sex, curious, just like any kid would be. But now I'm a rapist. And sometimes those scars hurt me from going big like that.
No, I understand. I think a lot of times we need to have conversations about mental health and about how to manage our emotions. I think everyone should go to a therapist at some point in their lives, just like you go to a dentist once every 6 months, regardless of, income or race or any of that stuff. What message would you give to younger advocates out there?
Keep doing it. Fuck it. You ain't getting no pussy. No men like you. Fuck it. At the end of the day, I care more about the young child that I was than I care about me getting my dick sucked.
Mhm.
Um, and I know I'm being graphic, but it's true. And a lot of times, I think if we can pay the price now, then we can learn something.
Yes.
I want that kid to not pay the price of going in prison, but pay the price of someone actually caring to yell at him to wake his ass up and say, yo, you're doing this, you're going to end up in jail. Yeah, you might be the dopest, flyest, everything like this. And when it comes to disability, this is why I don't try to box myself in. It's because whether or not a person is disabled or not, what a person does is what a person does.
Hmm.
I don't,
Accountability.
huh?
Accountability.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much for this honest and candid, you know, perspective on disability. I hope people take something from it. Wow, that was a really fun episode. Hope you guys come back. If you want to support once again, all you gotta do, Cash App, PayPal, or the link in the description in the bio. They're all there. Just click, click, click. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Thread, all that good stuff. All those links are in the bio. I will post on there regularly. Podcast episodes come out twice a month on the 1st and 15th, and the blogs come out every Wednesday, give or take. See you soon. Thanks for the support, and bye.